All right, here we are. Believe it or not, number 6, Chris Yeti Chevelle, is back from paint jail.
What kind of paint job? It's all dull.
It's dull because we're going to polish it in-house.
Okay.
So we had a really good guy that was polishing our stuff, and he decided to retire. I don't know, too stressful. That's what he said. It's fine. He's going to go be a gym manager. I can respect that.
And so now we got a new guy?
So now I got a new guy.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Well, I always feel like the paint shop guys deliver them where they're polished to the nines, and then they get a little, fingerprints and all that stuff, and then you got to repolish them again when it's all done.
Okay. So I get the process. So you're right now you're running it like this, and then you'll do the final polishing and whatnot once the car's all together.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So we got to pull some of this stuff off anyways. So we're getting all the boom mat and everything. Devin's doing a good job getting all that in here. Getting all the low spots and things like that in the car, getting it all up the firewall. We got to put a piece of insulation on the bottom side of the transmission tunnel. Mm-hmm. And then the engine and transmission that's back here will go in it. Owen's putting all that together here.
What are we working with engine and transmission?
Don Hardy 427. Sorry, I've been told I clap too much. Sorry. Don Hardy 427 LT4 basically. Bowler Carbon Edition T56.
That's a nice unit.
And Wagner front drive system with a Harrop blower. The Harrop blower's over here on the table under the polished gauge cluster that's ready to go in the car. So we're working on getting all this stuff back in the car. The goal is to get the engine and transmission and blower headers and exhaust. Chris had decided to up the horsepower on it.
Did he?
I know. So, but we're also doing traction control on this one and a couple other nuances.
All right, fill us in. What do we got going on horsepower now compared to what we originally started with?
Well, that 427 will breathe fire.
Okay.
So it probably could be a 4-digit number if you want it on E85. Really? I need to talk to Chris, and I don't even know if he knows it's back here. So surprise, the car's back, Chris. So it's only been here a couple days. So I haven't even paid for it yet. So so we got that part, and intention is get the motor and trans, all the big parts in there, get the interior parts in there, take all the wiring and everything that we have and start laying that out. It's going to have a Holley ECU that we can use the traction control.
Let's pop the hood. It was looking really nice underneath there.
Let's see here. That's a little weird without the front bumper on.
Yeah.
So.
Man.
Everything else is set in here. We'll get everything else installed in the car here shortly. It's looking good.
I really like the satin black.
Looks good.
Yeah.
So
looks really good.
We're going to go through and wipe down all kind of gets that Bondo dust film that's really hard to get off, so we'll just have to hand wipe that off all the chassis to clean it up. Mm-hmm. Everything else is looking good.
Okay.
We've got all our air intake holes that we put in here before it went over to get fresher, cooler air around the headlights, because we made some openings under the vents to duck in the fresh air through there on both sides. Because with the Holley, I can do 2 intakes because there's not a mass airflow sensor. So I can run dual snorkels to try and get cooler air in it. We're also going to run E85, which is why we're going to go from the standard 3/8 fuel line to a 1/2-inch fuel line just due to the volume.
So what is the difference between this and the other black one?
The other ones were LT4 crate motors with a Brian Tooley Stage 2 cam and a blower.
Okay.
This is a bigger displacement, bigger display. It's very similar to Holder's car with a little less. I think the cylinder heads are not quite as aggressive. So, should be a beast.
She's going to sound good.
That's good.
Nice. I'm excited.
So
I'm really excited.
But yeah, it's got, because of the spindles and stuff on it, it's pretty easy for us to put speed sensors in it and work on traction control.
Because these have the cartridge style wheel bearings.
These have the cartridge, well, because there's inputs for them in it, because it has the GM spindles. You can't see them with the wheels on it, but Roadstershop started making their own spindles. The new ones don't have those in it. Have the parts, but it has the spot parts to put the speed sensors in it.
Okay.
And so we're going to integrate that into the wiring in this car. and get stuff like that going.
Any other little tricks that have been added to this one?
Aeromotive fuel pump to go in it to handle it. Just a lot of fuel pump upgrades. Everything else has been about the same. We just kind of capitalized on what we were gonna keep simple to make difficult, or to make higher horsepower.
Smooth boosts and all that stuff?
I don't know if you need it on this one, but I need to find out if it can. No, it can go into. Probably so.
Okay.
So, probably do it on this one. There's a lot of stuff I'm just gonna I need to finalize with Chris. He was very busy when we started this project, and he said once it came back from this, he wanted to come down here and hang out in Bakersfield and have some tacos and barbecue and see the Chevelle.
That would be awesome to meet Chris.
Yes.
Because you haven't met him yet either.
I've not met him.
But he said he's technically met you because he's watched all your YouTube videos.
Yeah, which that doesn't say much for him, because there's way better stuff on the internet than this. Tell your friends.
Anyone that knows Roger, this is pretty spot on how Roger is.
Sarcastic? Yes, that's pretty much how it goes. So, but yes, Chevelle number 6, Yeti Chevelle, coming right along. So it is black, even though this paint looks kind of gray, not polished. It's not.
It looks like it's got a PPF film on it.
It does, huh? So
when I walked in, I wasn't sure what I was looking at.
Yeah. So slowly, all those parts that are over there will go on this car in the next month or so.
Okay. Any deadlines of? I mean, this one doesn't have a deadline. It's just.
I'm just trying to get it to him as soon as possible. We should have it to him before the end of the year.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, Pierce. Merry Christmas. So, other than that, that's the plan.
All right.
So,
well, I appreciate you walking us through it and giving us the extra details that we didn't know of from before, and I can't wait.
Just some of the added goodies where that whole Sensua's customs joke, where Sensua's having this Don Hardy motor that is capable of this. Why don't we pour the screws to it with an aeromotive pump and big fuel line and E85 and
this is the time to do it.
Traction control, and yes.
This is the time to do it. So, okay, well, thanks for walking us through it, and you guys know how to get a hold of Roger through Instagram. We found out that Facebook Messenger has been turned off, so you can't contact him.
Yes, one less thing to manage. Your best thing, go to the website, follow the contact page, it'll email us, it'll do all that.
All right, Roger.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.